Hey everybody! Today's Avenger tutorial is Captain America, and I'm going to kick it off by showing you how I did my nails for this video. For this look, I will be using red, white, and blue gel nail polishes from Madam Glam. I prepped my nails ahead of time and then applied a base gel to all of my fingers and cured it for 30 seconds, and then I will apply some color. I started by laying down the base color for each nail. I did 2 red nails and 3 blue nails. Then I cured it for 30 seconds. Now, I'm definitely not a professional and I don't have any fancy nail art tools, but when you're using gel nail polish, it doesn't start to dry until you cure it, so you can use these cheap little nail care sticks to push around the polish to the design that you want, and then you can cure it. You can kind of start to tell that I am making a Captain America shield on this nail, starting with the blue dot and then adding a white star in the middle. You can see here that for the finer details, I'm just dipping the little stick into the polish that's on the brush to help me control the amount of polish on the nail. For the circle on the shield, I did a little thin layer first and then came back with a thicker layer of white once I got the shape that I wanted. And I think it turned out pretty cute for a total nail art newbie. So you don't have to use gel nail polish for nail art, but it is a lot easier because you can move it around a lot more. And also you have to make sure it is completely dry before moving on to the second layer, and that is just patience that I do not have with regular nail polish. I feel like that would take forever. With the gels, it literally only takes 30 seconds to cure each layer with the LED lamp. For the stripe nail, you could always use tape to tape off the lines and make the lines a lot cleaner, but I thought next to the free-handed nails it might look a little weird if it was too clean, so I decided to just freehand it and see how it went. It turned out alright. So once you're done with your cute little nail art, you just throw a top coat of gel polish on there, cure it, and then clean it with alcohol, and you got yourself a fancy little Captain America manicure. Now let's do some makeup. I'm going to start this Captain America makeup look by adding blue contacts. And now that I got my eyes in, I'm going to start with my base makeup, beginning with foundation all over my face, and then adding concealer under my eyes and also using it as a highlighter between my brows, down my nose, on my chin, all that jazz, blend it out, you know the deal. So I usually start with my eyes, but this time I'm going to start with my eyebrows in case we have any color fallout from these weirdo eyebrows I'm about to do. But they're really cool. I'm going to do like a two-toned eyebrow, and I'm going to start with a dark blue, like navy-ish color on the outer half of my eyebrows. And then I'm going to put red on the inner corners. You can see here that I am actually using a lip liner for this, which is where the color fallout comes into play. You're going to definitely want to powder these two colors with eyeshadow of the same color to set these in place and help prevent them from smearing everywhere. Although I would still definitely recommend avoiding touching them if at all possible, because the best way not to smear them is to not touch them. You can also use the eyeshadow to help blend the two colors and make that transition look a lot nicer. I actually didn't have much color fallout from powdering at all, so I'm going to go ahead and move straight on to eyeshadow. I'm going to prep my lid with eyeshadow primer, then I'm going to come in with a white eyeshadow and fill in my entire eyeball area all the way up to my eyebrow, just making sure we have really good coverage. After it's all covered, I'm going to come back in on just the lid with a shimmery white shadow. I want to keep the eyeshadow very light and bright. Lighter eyeshadow makes you look more awake, and y'all know that Steve got a nice long nap, so there's no reason he should be looking tired. And then I'll bring in a light silver eyeshadow for a very subtle definition of the lid. Now I'm going to add some eyeliner using the same pencil that I used for my eyebrows. Just going to line my eyes and then wing it out a little bit. Nothing too fancy, but I am going to draw the wing more straight out instead of up, just to mix it up. No real reason, I just think it's cute. As opposed to liquid liner, pencil liner usually will get a little bit darker if you go over it a few times. So I'm going to go back over my eyeliner to try to get it more of a navy color instead of the lighter blue color. Once that's all done, I'm going to add a white eyeliner to my waterline to open up the eyes even more. A cool thing about the jumbo eye pencils from NYX is that you can also use them as eyeshadow, so I decided to draw some white along my lower lid and then blend it out with my fingers to soften that line. So I am starting to notice that all of my superhero looks have glitter in them. Maybe it's because I like to make them sparkle, I don't know. But I do know that I want my Captain America look to have silver glitter, so I am using Marilyn Monroe from Lit Cosmetics for this look. I'm going to add some black mascara to my lashes, and while that's drying, I'm going to add some red blush to my cheeks. This is a cream blush, so I just put it on with my fingers, and then I use a foundation brush to kind of blend it all out and make it look nice and pretty. You can also use your fingers for this too. Just whatever your preference is will be just fine. I want to add a little bit of patriotism here and add some white stars beside my eyes. I am using KRYOLAN's Aqua paint in white, but really any white body paint should do the trick. I'm just using a small brush to draw a star shape next to my eye, and then I'll fill it in. I will continue these steps and draw some more stars, a smaller one under that star, and then do the same thing on the other side. Go star crazy. You can put stars anywhere. We got 50 of them. Go nuts. Now I'm going to put on some falsies. The reason I waited until now is I didn't want them to get in the way when I was putting my stars on, because they're kind of giant and flippy and all up in my star space. I'm going back in with my navy eyeliner to fill in gaps from the glue. And then we have finally made it to lips. I'm going to use my red lip liner that I used on my eyebrows to line my lips and fill them in. Coloring in your lips with lip liner before you put on your lipstick will help your lipstick last longer. Speaking of lipstick, let's put some on. This is one of my favorite NYX lipsticks and it is so pretty. I just love it. And now it is time to become Captain America! This awesome Captain America costume is from Wholesale Halloween Costumes. Hey, by the way, I got you guys discount code there to help you get any of these costumes or any of the other ones that you see that you want. You're welcome. To put on my wig, I'm going to have to ditch this cute little Captain America era hairstyle. Hairspray plus my bangs equals whatever is happening right here. So this wig is a discontinued bob from Gothic Luda Wigs, but I just think it's so cute and I love the blend of the blondes. I'll link to the redesign. They redesign their bobs all the time, so you can always keep a lookout for a similar one there. And this little headpiece came with the costume, and I considered cutting it up and making it into little hair clips, but then I tried it on and decided that I actually really love it just the way that it comes. And I used bobby pins to hold it in place. And just to be super sure that it's not moving, I'm going to stick down the front with spirit gum. This step is definitely optional, but I just want to be able to keep it exactly where I want it. So you just apply the spirit gum, tap on it to make it tacky, and then hold it down until it dries, and it should stay in place. And now we just add some red shoes to top off the super suit. And here is my final Captain America look. Thank you all so much for watching this Captain America transformation video. I hope you guys loved it. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more Avengers. And don't forget you can always follow me on social media for more content. Until next time, I love you all very, very much, and I'll see you later. Bye!